It's no surprise that ever since Nintendo struck fighting gold with Super Smash Bros., other developers have tried to clone the experience for their own games. But no one's gone to the source and said, hey, you know that Smash Bros. Stuff you did for Nintendo on Wii? Yeah, we'd like you to take all that stuff and turn it into a fighter for us. But that's exactly what Ubisoft did for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Smash Up, a blatant and shameless Smash Bros. Clone made by the Wii Smash Bros. Team with the Ninja Turtles characters in place of the Nintendo crew. Well, if you're going to outright copy the design, you might as well go to the people responsible, right? The strong Smash Bros. Foundation has a lot to do with how fast and smooth the game runs. TMNT Smash Up doesn't look quite as nice as Nintendo's game, but there are some really good character models and slick animations here, at least during the fights. The animation between the action during the single-player campaign, however, is a completely different story. It's almost like the developers ran out of money and decided to turn their rough draft animatics into the game's cutscenes. They're just horrible. At least the voice acting is decent, but it doesn't make up for the fact that the developer turned bad art into even worse animation.
Turtles, come here. I have something to speak to you about.
What this Turtles fighter doesn't do is really celebrate the property and characters that headline the game. Smash Bros. Was filled with Nintendo nostalgia that really dove into the company's history. TMNT Smash Up just offers a fighting game with a very limited amount of characters. It's hard to lock down exactly which TMNT this game is based on, but for the most part it appears that it lifts most of its character designs and backgrounds from the TMNT movie from 2 years ago. Maybe it would have been a licensing nightmare, but considering that the Turtles have been around in comic and cartoon form for more than 20 years, it would have been awesome if the designers went back into Turtles' legacy. Something simple like different character models based on the different TV series would have been great to see. There's nothing particularly bad about TMNT Smash Up, but consider the foundation. Smash Bros. Has already established itself as a deep and fulfilling action fighter, and Ubisoft's game takes everything that was in Smash Bros. And puts the Turtles and crew in place of the Nintendo mascots. There are about a dozen characters to play as, from the 4 Turtles to Splinter, to April and Casey Jones, and then the unlockable Shredder, Foot Ninja, and even Raphael's alter ego Nightwatcher gets in on the act. There's a good assortment of multi-level fighting arenas that have special triggers to alter the surroundings, just like in Smash Bros. And of course the fighting engine is pure Smash Bros., right down to the way you perform special moves, by smashing the control stick in a direction at the same time as a button press. The game's designers add some new techniques like the wall climbs and attacks, but for the most part Smash Bros. Strategies apply. You can even play with a Wii Remote, Nunchuck, Classic Controller, or GameCube Controller, just like in Smash Bros. As fun and full-featured as TMNT Smash Up is, the game just makes me want to boot up Smash Bros. Instead. Other than having the ability to play as the Ninja Turtles, an oversized rat, or a Porter-Gone Samurai, there's really no reason to pick up this game over Nintendo's far deeper and better fighter. But if you're absolutely nuts over the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and have been itching for a decent fighting game featuring those characters, well, this is the game you've been itching for. The rest of you, stick with Smash Bros. For my full review of TMNT Smash Up, check it out at IGN.com.